Hello to the people out there. Even though I'm not a politician or a rule maker, and no matter what I think or say might not affect the fact anyway, but I'm compelled to make this video about the Dakota Access Pipeline. I saw there was a huge protest on a place called Standing Rock, where the Native Americans were against the pipeline that was supposed to bring a lot of oil to Texas. I just want to mention that I live in Texas, so I was for the pipeline, and I wanted to explain to the Native Americans not to do the protest and why the pipeline was not only good for the couple of states that it touched, the North Dakota, South Dakota, Illinois. There was a bunch of states that were benefit directly from the pipeline, but this pipeline was really good idea for the entire nation. And that was my point of view. I wanted to communicate that to the Native Americans so that everybody agrees on that. But I cannot say believe in me or believe that this pipeline is good for us. We have to come up with some fact, right? So we have to do the fact check. And then I came across the horrifying video about how the Americans were treated. When I say Americans, I'm talking about the real Americans, the Native people. They were beaten by dogs, they were pepper sprayed and all of those things. And I was like, why this is happening? Why this is happening in the United States? Why people are biting, Native American people with the dogs? So I'm totally disgusted with the view, the point of the people are making. But we have to understand what is this Native people are against with. They are against the $1 million company, pipeline company, and they cannot win the battle. But I wanted to so that's why I wanted to communicate with them, like we have to agree with the pipeline and all of those things. And when I did my fact checks, it broke my heart. It really did broke my heart. Look at these people, okay? Look at this. The pipeline, I don't know if you can see it properly. Okay, the proposal pipeline is this. Okay, which is this is a proposal pipeline, and I will show you the copy also. You cannot see properly either, I guess, but let's say this is a proposal pipeline, right? So I'm doing that in a copy. So this is a proposal pipeline in the top right here. And this is area where the Native Americans are protesting right now, and this is the river they are trying to protect. Can you see that we can build a pipeline which goes like from here to here, and then the river are not affected? Can you see that? So the pipeline goes from here. Why cannot it go directly from here to here down here? Why it has to go from here to here and then here? So it crosses the river 2 times, one in the top, one in the over here. Why they are doing that? I'm totally I cannot believe this is happening here in the United States. I cannot believe that there is the only way that the pipeline is made is like what they are proposing right here. The Native Americans are calling this pipeline as a black snake. You can see why. It will move like a snake, and it's moving through their territory. And I'm just saying why the pipeline cannot be built this way. It can't go directly. It doesn't affect any rivers at the moment. So when I see this thing going on, the one person that remind me is Donald Trump. You would be surprised like why he had, why I remember him, because he says things like, China is getting ahead of us, there are other countries that are better than us, and we are not doing anything good to the nation. And I think that is true. I don't believe everything about Donald Trump he says about all the peoples and all other culture is true, but I think there's something that we have to admit is there are few corporations, they are like taking the United States in really bad way. There is one more thing that reminded me, the empire. There were so many empires before us. There was a Roman Empire, there was a Persian Empire, there was Ottoman Empire, British Empire, Spanish Empire, French, and then there was a Russian Empire. All of this empire collapsed not because there were not good people in their empire. All of this empire collapsed because there were some few people, few politicians who make law in such a way that it totally led the empire to collapse. And I'm just wanted to say this I cannot explain how much I'm outraged about this situation, but I'm in Texas. I cannot go over there and protest, but through this message, through this video, I wanted to communicate to you and all of these people over there that yes, we can see what the Native Americans are talking about. I was 100% for the pipeline. I'm still for the pipeline, but the pipeline has to go through this way. It has to go straight from top to the bottom, Texas. We are here in Texas, but it shouldn't cross the river. They are proposing this one. And if you go to the I don't know how clear you can see over here. You can Google it. If you go over here, the pipeline actually crosses their through the point where it's called Standing Rock Reservation. The pipeline goes through the same reservation. It's gonna jeopardize not only the water source for those people, the Native people they are protesting right now, but the whole entire nation. There will be 1 million people that would be affected with the pipeline coming that way. I know I cannot contribute a lot to the pipeline protest at the moment because it is against the billion-dollar company. But I think there are so many people who have time, money, who have some kind of help they can give it to these people, because I believe not if the only Native people would be, as of right now, 90% of the protesters are Native people. And I think if we don't help those people, they're going to lose the war. And then if they lose the war, we're going to lose the water. Okay, we're going to lose the water for all the Americans to come. And for this, like I said, the Roman Empire didn't fall, or the British Empire didn't fall because there were no intelligent people or there were no good people. It's because of the few people who make the decisions, made the bad decisions. And we have to stop letting people to do that. We can totally see why we have a better pipeline that can go, and it would leave our water resources. I think I can go on and on about this, but it's no sense on going forever. All I wanted to say to you guys, spread the message, please. This is what I can contribute from my side. I said there will be so many other people who want to help. Maybe with the money, maybe with the time. If I get a chance, off of my job, I would wanted to go and protest with the Native Americans. But all the education and all these things that we have, I want to say that we are wrong. The Native people were right about the rivers. We have to save that. And please, help like this video, give a comment, and share. Please share this video or subscribe and share this video so the message goes to all the people and we can just get rid of this black snake. The last message again, I am for the pipeline, but not how it's built. That's my message to all of you guys.